And welcome back to another edition of Y Watch. We're joined here by Marilyn Duschel of the YMCA of the Northwoods. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Well, I'm excited to be here today.
So there's a lot of fun stuff going on, and one thing you might be interested in for the summertime is there's bus trips that you're organizing. Is that right?
Yeah, the Y offers about 5 bus trips a year to various places here in generally Wisconsin. They're day trips, sometimes an overnight trip. And we find that it's a great opportunity for people to get away from the area and to visit new spots that they might not do on their own. There's a lot of people that don't like to drive too far, and so they can hop on that coach bus and be escorted to some really interesting and fun places in the area.
See, that's nice to, not have to worry about the planning, leave that to you.
Yeah,
don't have to
leave that
drive
to
there,
me.
I enjoy it when someone drives me around because then I get to nap. I'm a big napper in the car. So, this sounds like a good time. So where's the first trip happening?
Well, actually we're going next week, but it's a little late to sign up, but next week to the Fireside Dinner Theater in Fort Atkinson, as well as to the House on the Rock, which is in Spring Green. So we have that planned for next week. But the next trip that would be available for people to sign up is to Baraboo, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
And that's going to be on Thursday, June 13th. And this has been a trip I've planned for quite a while, and it's finally actually coming off. We're going to be going to the Circus Museum that's down there.
Oh.
And it's a great place to reminisce about the circuses you used to go to. We will actually see a circus show while we're there. We'll be having lunch at the Chuck Wagon Grill. And then in the afternoon, we're going to head to the International Crane Foundation that's in Baraboo.
Oh, wow.
And that's a beautiful preserve for over 100 varieties of cranes. And so we're going to get a tour of that and see, well, really, how many cranes can I see in an afternoon? But I think it's going to be a really beautiful experience. We hear the Santo cranes around here making their noise. Yep. I can always recognize them, but there are many, many other varieties of cranes that we may not see here in the Northwoods. So it'll be a really good experience.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time. Certainly a beautiful area, and a little bit of everything there.
Oh yeah, and the trip down is not too long, so it's just a nice day trip. Hop on the coach bus, head on down, and get to see a couple things while you're down there. And I think that's a wonderful experience for people.
All right, well, how would people sign up for this?
Just call the YMCA, 715-362-9622, and sign up for the trip. If you're interested, maybe not in that trip, but other trips that I offer, just call that same number, and then they can just ask for Marilyn, and then I can put you on my mailing list. We're going to the Brewers against the Atlanta Braves game on July 31st, so I'm just kind of prepping that. That registration isn't open for that yet, but that's always a fun trip to head down to the stadium and see the Brewers play. And
it's always good to see a ball game.
Yeah, right. It's always a fun time. So.
Well, thanks so much this morning, Marilyn. We appreciate it, and hopefully folks get signed up and do a little exploring in our state.
It's a great state to explore, so join us for those.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please feel free to reach out to your local YMCA, and thanks for watching another edition of Y Watch.